Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Hi, this is Pandita, and welcome back to some more Game of Thrones. We were going to be playing in King's Landing. I take it this is my room. And well, we have a family to save. It's all in our hands now. As all that we do, we have to do for...
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Yeah. So all that we do to know whether it's sunny at Ironrath, apparently.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Lady Marjorie. I want to see her. I want to see what she looks like. So let's go see her, could we? Oh, sorry.
One moment.
Did it knock?
Oh,
I have
sorry,
no
milady.
time.
I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
I need to see...
Later would be best.
No,
Of
no,
course.
can I leave, please? Hello? No, I meant to go out. Hey! You're the one I meant
Lady
to
Marjorie,
see.
you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Of course. I
Come,
always have time for
there's
you.
something we must discuss.
How to save my house. Such
From the day
pretty
you
choices,
arrived in
everyone.
Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
I need your help, my lady.
Of course. And I will help you in any way I can.
Well, that was
But
easy.
there's another matter we must attend to first.
Oh, of course. There's always
You
a
must
but.
understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cercei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Cercei. Let's see if we can
She
piss
mentioned
off
the
Cercei.
northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Oh, I will be.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was
Excuse
full
me.
of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She
Oh,
wants
the
an
perfect way to
apology of
piss her
some
off.
sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cercei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
No way.
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Sorry. I will not do that.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive
And
us.
go so... I'm so going to piss her off. I mean, that's a very easy task. I guess, like, Cersei's the most easiest person to piss off.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Maybe I can ask her about her brother.
Good luck.
You know, in the future it would be so cool if you had a game where you can actually type in stuff you want to say. You know, that you don't have like 3 choices or say nothing, but actually like a lot of choices. A lot of decisions you can make, even more than these Telltale games. Is it Tyrion? How come?
You can do this.
Yeah, I want to. I'm trying to walk. Yeah, okay. I'm walking slowly, or very slowly. I'm walking slower than the queen. Is that okay? I mean, I don't know that much about court rules, but...
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
What about
Lord
me?
Tyrion. Your Grace?
I look lovely, don't I?
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Near, prefer bow your heads than tall. Do nothing.
Well,
The poor girl looks terrified.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
So easy to piss her off.
Is your family loyal to the king?
No.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Oh, you northern girls tire me. Always quick to make your opinion known, with no thought or consideration for your proper place.
Lady Mira
answer
is
satisfied
northern, Your
her.
Grace, and new to King's Landing and its politics. She speaks her mind but means no offense, Your Grace.
Oh, I mean...
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
No.
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies.
Not gonna get it.
I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told, and exceeded only by your lack of humility. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cercei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for
Oh,
the
I might
Northern
have.
Army.
Were you there? I might have been there with my
It raises
axe.
an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
You should be held accountable for fucking your brother.
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Actually, I wouldn't know what to say if I
Loyalty
wanted to
can be
please
such a
her.
hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
No.
And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let
would...
the girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
Clearly I
She
do.
is a threat to the crown, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Just
She's
wait for
headstrong,
me to
isn't
tear
she?
you down.
Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
That did not go as expected.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
He was
We
right
only
to-
spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cercei, she will not soon forget what you said.
I'm not here for Cercei.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone.
Yeah, I hope so.
My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cercei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Sounds
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cercei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Wow, okay. So I'm not good at the Game of Thrones yet. Hey,
Mira, I was worried.
are you the other handmaiden?
How was it? Cercei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cercei is known for being rather difficult.
Yeah.
Lady
She sure
Marjorie
is.
has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife,
He is quite handsome.
and quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Joffrey.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right, of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about. This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display,
Yes.
Mirror. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am Queen. Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you. Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cercei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly.
Yeah.
Your words to Cercei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Did I appease
Thank you,
her?
my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Well, I asked her before and she said there's nothing she could do. So maybe I piss her off by asking again. Then maybe she does something if I will not ask her.
My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you. For my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be Queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
My family is strong, my lady. Don't let it trouble you. I know they will find a way to prevail.
Okay. So then that's it for this episode, and we've been at King's Landing. And actually, yeah, I'm curious to find out where it's going to continue on. There's screams. Oh, okay, so see you in the next video. Bye.